Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Tuesday, May the 17th, 2016. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, the Arnold Community Council recently made their annual trip to Washington, D.C. Tennessee's economic indicators continue to improve. The Tennessee Highway Patrol will be saving taxpayers a lot of money by changing the way the vehicle markings are put on their patrol units. And we'll hear from Sylvia Harney, who was the featured speaker at Saturday's Kiwanis Club Prayer Breakfast. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. It's a Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
Honey, we know you've got friends in low places who aren't real big on social graces, and we're going to help you chase the blues away. So slip on down to see the tribute to Garth Brooks at Frazier McEwen Park, May 21st at 7 p.m., immediately following the Grape and Grape Festival. Everything is going to be all right, and we're going to cause a big scene. So don't miss the dance, May 21st at 7 p.m. in Tullahoma.
Welcome back. The Arnold Community Council recently made their annual trip to meet with lawmakers and Pentagon officials to discuss Arnold Engineering Development Complex. ACC member, retired Air Force Major General Mike Wiedemeyer said, quote, "The ACC visits the Pentagon each year to ensure the most senior military leadership in the country is aware of ADC's enduring importance to the nation, maintain dialogue on the needs and issues affecting the Department of Defense, and keep the needs and issues affecting ADC on the minds of Pentagon leaders." These visits are good because ACC also has the opportunity to learn from those visited about the needs of the nation and how the ADC initiative can be synergized with those needs, end quote. ACC members have made their first visit to D.C. in 2005.
Tennessee tax revenues exceeded budgeted estimates in April. Department of Finance and Administration Commissioner Larry Martin announced last week that overall April revenues were $1.8 billion, which is $185 million more than the state budgeted. Martin said, quote, "Total reported revenues in April reflect significant improvement over this time last year in both sales and business taxes. While franchise and excise taxes and income tax revenues are typically large in the month of April, much of the state's revenue growth is a result of strong sales tax, reflecting consumer confidence in Tennessee," end quote. Sales taxes were $37.7 million more than the estimate for April and were 8.46% more than April 2015. April collections reflect retail business activity that occurred in March. For 9 months, revenues are $311.5 million higher than estimated. The year-to-date growth rate for 9 months was 7.96%. On an accrual basis, April is the 9th month in the 2015-2016 fiscal year. Year-to-date revenues for 9 months were $757.1 million more than the budgeted estimate.
Tennessee taxpayers will soon see the benefit of a new project that will dramatically reduce the cost for marking Tennessee Highway Patrol cruisers. The Tennessee Department of General Services, which manages state-owned motor vehicles through its Motor Vehicle Management Division, and the Department of Safety and Homeland Security, which includes the Tennessee Highway Patrol, have collaborated on the new effort in which the distinctive black and cream color scheme for patrol vehicles is applied with adhesive vinyl instead of paint. The cost savings are projected to be at least $1,910 on each marked THP vehicle, according to Bob Williams, Assistant Commissioner for Vehicles and Asset Management.
Adhesive vinyl has for years been used to place advertisements and logos on motor vehicles. More recently, advances in technology have allowed whole car wraps to begin to replace painting for entire cars. Tennessee purchases its THP vehicles in black and in the past has applied the cream paint to create a two-tone color scheme at a cost of $2,300 per vehicle. When a vehicle reaches the end of its service life, the THP markings are covered by painting the entire vehicle white at an additional cost of $350 before the vehicle is sold as surplus property. Williams said his division began investigating the cost of wraps for THP since its vehicles make up about 25% of the state's entire motor fleet and offered significant opportunity for cost savings. Williams said the cost of vinyl wrap is $740, a savings of $1,910 over the cost of painting and repainting a THP cruiser. With the state purchasing 150 new cruisers this year, that will create a savings of $286,500 in the first year alone. In addition, Williams said because the vehicles will wear a protective vinyl coat throughout their use by the THP, when the wraps are removed, the black paint underneath will be in much better condition, likely increasing the vehicle's resale value.
You might have noticed signs last Friday on Cedar Lane directing runners to Tullahoma High School. Well, as it turns out, Tullahoma was the halfway point of a 200-mile Ragnar relay race, and a runner change station was set up in the Wilkins Stadium parking lot. Philip Scoggin stopped by and spoke with the Tullahoma Exchange manager.
Yeah, this is the Ragnar relay where we start in Chattanooga, and the runners actually do a relay race all the way to Nashville. And Exchange 18 is actually the halfway mark. So we're going to be here all night long. As the runners come through, they're going to be tagging up with the other runners. This is an exchange point, so they'll be tagging up with the new runners back on the course.
So if we're number 18, does that mean there's 36 spots along between Chattanooga and Nashville?
Yes, there's 36 spots. This is a 200-mile long relay foot race, and it's composed of 12 team members. Each team member runs 3 different times, and there's certain legs that they run throughout the course.
Okay, and what time did it start and about when will it end?
Well, the first team started around 7 o'clock this morning in Chattanooga. It will finish somewhere around noon tomorrow. The teams are staggered depending upon their pace, with the faster teams starting later in the afternoon, so that they all finish around the same time frame in Nashville tomorrow.
So there's no, well, other than when you're not the person carrying the baton, there's somebody running continuously until the race is over, right?
Yes, each team has a runner on the course at all times. Right now, the runners are about 20 miles out. They're going to be coming through our exchange. They'll be coming through our exchange all night long.
Okay, so how many people are participating in the race?
Well, Ragnar was normally in the fall. They've shifted it due to scheduling conflicts. This is the first time they've done it in the spring, but they have about 1,300 runners on the road right now.
And I mean, I'm sure there's some kind of police escort at times or stuff, but how do you keep the runners safe on a 200-mile run there?
At any of the major intersections in any of the dangerous areas, that there are police presence. Starting at 6:30 at night, all runners are required to wear safety vests and headlamps. So there is safety gear provided. The course has been specifically laid out for the runner safety.
Okay. And so how did you get involved in this whole thing?
I've run about 4 different Ragnar races. I enjoy it quite a bit. I'm here as a volunteer with the American Heritage Girls for the local chapter. So we're doing this as a fundraiser for the American Heritage Girls.
Okay. Well, thank you for talking to me. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
More Newsleader on 6 is coming up right after these messages.
The Russell Barnett Automotive family is the largest automotive retailer in southern Middle Tennessee. With over 1,200 vehicles to choose from, we are your one-stop shop. Check out our awesome website, russellbarnett.com. There's over 1,200 vehicles to choose from. Stop by one of our 5 locations. That's Russell Barnett Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Chevrolet GMC, and Ford of Winchester, or Russell Barnett Ford and Kia of Tullahoma. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
It's your trademark. That's something special everyone knows and remembers. It's your thing. It's made holidays special for decades and summers unforgettable for the entire neighborhood. It's made everyone laugh every single time. Don't let illness or injury keep you from doing your thing. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live well.
Hey everybody, this is Shane Owens. If you love real traditional country music, we want you to be here in Tullahoma, Tennessee at the South Jackson Civic Center, June the 7th at 7:30 for a free concert. Doors open at 6:30, so y'all be sure to get out here and check us out.
Welcome back. Nashville Christian speaker and comedian Sylvia Harney was the featured speaker last Saturday at the annual Kiwanis Club breakfast. Let's listen as she speaks about growing up as a preacher's daughter.
By the time I was 4 years old, I was just always in trouble because I said things that I shouldn't even know about. And an example is that I was in the 4-year-old Sunday school class down here in Huntland, Tennessee, in that little church, and it was 4-, 5-, and 6-year-olds. And I had been in trouble for talking too much in that class. And this particular week, I had been disciplined. Yes. And you know, I stole that use of that word from the guy who developed the Gallagher guitar, who's in Wartrace, Tennessee, because he sent his boys to web school for the discipline. And I just thought that was so cute. I stole it, so I love it. I love that word. I've been disciplined because I was not letting the other little boys and girls talk. So I had gone to Sunday school that morning in my most little self-righteous air, sitting there, 4 years old, waiting for people to answer the questions. So the teacher asked what I thought was a rather stupid question. Excuse me, American flag, but I'm going to do. The teacher asked what I thought was a stupid question. She said, "Can anyone here today tell us where the good Lord lives?" Well, I waited. It was hard, but I waited. I had my little hands like this, and I'm just thinking, she's the teacher. She ought to know these things. And I waited and waited, and nobody answered, and finally I raised my little hand, and she said, "Okay, Sylvia, you can answer." And I said, "I know where the good Lord lives. He lives in the bathroom at the end of our hallway at home." You should have seen the look on her face. She looked at me like I'd lost my last marble. She said, "Darling, what in the world makes you think that?" And I said, "Because every morning my daddy stands outside the bathroom door and yells, 'Good Lord, are you still in there?'" I sort of take after my daddy, who is a preacher, only in one way, in that accidents happen to me. My daddy was a Jeremiah Johnson kind of man. He could have lived in the mountains of Alabama or Tennessee. He was a man with a Bible in one hand and a fishing pole and a rifle in the other. He was an outdoor man. And, but stuff happened to him. He didn't quite always have it together. One Sunday morning, I'd gone home to visit Mama and Daddy, and Hank was not with me. I was always sad that he missed this wonderful opportunity to see Daddy at his very best. And Mama and I were sitting on the front pew. You know, churches with a center aisle and 2 rows of pews and the little communion tables in the front that says, "Do this in remembrance of me." And I was sitting on the front seat over there with Mama, about where you guys are. And Daddy walked out past the organ, where we both noticed he did not have everything together that should be. It doesn't take me long to figure that one out. Every man in the room went. Well, he came and I thought, it won't matter. What are we going to do? And then I thought, no, it won't matter, because he'll go behind the big wooden pulpit and only the good Lord would be up there going. But that is the Sunday Daddy stands in front of the communion table, telling the announcements and just flapping in the breeze. Nobody heard a word the man was saying. And about that moment, my mama decided to do something. She never could leave anything alone. She never could just let things be. So she starts gesturing to my dad like this.
Mama having this unusual fit on the front pew, and he says, and now I think Mrs. Harney has an announcement to make. She just about went on to glory. Grabbed a bulletin, scribbled on it, and the deacon behind him who'd been watching all of this wondering, what are we going to do? He grabbed it from her, took it to Daddy, who went, right in front of God and everybody. That's how I know it's okay to laugh in church, because we almost didn't recover that Sunday.
We'll be right back after these messages.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation.
It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Is this the year you want to get fit? If so, check out just some of the things Tullahoma Parks and Rec has to offer. Kickboxing, aerobics, silver sneakers workouts, swim lessons, boot camp, water aerobics, basketball, Zumba, yoga, pickleball, lap swimming, treadmill, karate. Get fit, Tullahoma, and have some fun with Tullahoma Parks and Rec.
Welcome back. The weather in southern Middle Tennessee can be sometimes a little unpredictable and perhaps dangerous this time of year. Tonight we offer a few tips to parents to share with their children about understanding lightning and tornadoes and what to do to stay safe.
You've got to know how to stay safe. The first thing you got to do when a warning is issued is you have to stay calm. Don't panic, don't get scared, don't cry, stay calm. And then once you see that that warning is issued, you need to take cover. And what we mean by take cover is go to shelter. The best place for you to go to take shelter is into a basement and underneath something sturdy. If you don't have a basement, maybe you have an outdoor cellar. Go to your outdoor cellar. If you don't have that cellar, many times you want to get into the bathroom or a hall closet. That's going to be the center part of your house many times. You want as many walls between you and the outside as possible. You know, tornadoes are a lot like Pac-Man. Pac-Man, you know, likes to eat things. And so tornadoes, they eat from the outside to the middle. So that middle room, that bathroom or hall closet, many times is the last thing that's going to be eaten up by a tornado. And most tornadoes never get to that point because they're moving so fast across the countryside. So remember, stay safe, stay calm, and take cover immediately once that warning has been issued. All right, lightning. This one's more dangerous than tornadoes, believe it or not. In fact, lightning is the #2 killer of all severe weather hazards because lightning can strike up to 10 miles away. I've seen lightning strike out of the clear blue sky. So the bottom line is, when the thunder roars, you need to go indoors. Because if you can hear the thunder, that means that you are definitely close enough to be struck. In fact, like I said, lightning can strike up to 10 miles away from a thunderstorm. And you can tell how far away lightning is by counting. Every 5 seconds means that that lightning bolt is a mile away from you. So that's one of the ways that you could check on lightning. So when lightning is near, you need to stay inside, you know, away from windows. You don't want to be on electrical appliances like a computer, hairdryer, playing games, Nintendo, Wii, because it can come through the electrical lines. You want to stay away from the water and the metal. You don't want to be swimming, taking a bath, washing dishes if your mom or dad's making you do that. You don't even want to take a shower or a bath during a thunderstorm because the lightning and the electricity can come through your plumbing and out through the bathtub or the shower and then get you. Here's what can happen when you're out at the ball fields. That's also another very dangerous place for you to be when lightning is near. Like I said, lightning can strike up to 10 miles away from the thunderstorm. Did you know that a lightning bolt's actually 50,000 degrees Fahrenheit? That is hotter than the surface of the sun. But most people that are struck by lightning actually survive. How that happens is truly a miracle when you're struck by 50,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's look at Bill Nye and see what he thinks about hailstones.
When warm and cool air masses meet, the air often becomes a swirling, unquiet sea of clouds. The clouds grow bigger and blacker until the moisture they contain falls onto the earth below.
Hail! Ooh, boy. Hail starts out as liquid raindrops. It falls down, and in the same updrafts that form thunderstorms, blow the hailstones back up high in the clouds, where another layer of liquid water forms on the outside and refreezes. So you get these hailstones that are layers. They fall down, and then they get blown back up, and then down and up, till eventually they're too heavy to stay up, so they fall down. Oh, boy. On our heads. Whew. It's enough to make you want to go inside.
Now, when it comes to hail safety, the best thing I can tell you to do inside your house or inside your car, because hail can occur with any thunderstorm that is out there, because you get that super cooled water that's very cold continuously growing onto those hailstones until it gets bigger and bigger. The record hailstone just fell up in South Dakota this year, and it weighed almost 2 pounds, and it went through the roofs of homes. That is a huge hailstone, almost as big as a cantaloupe, about that big around. That is the world record hailstone.
We'll be right back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Hey everybody, this is Shane Owens. Do you love real classic country music? Well, we're going to be here June the 7th, 7:30 for a free concert right here at the Civic Center in Tullahoma, Tennessee. Doors open at 6:30 and we can't wait to see you here.
And welcome back. Farrah Elementary School in Tullahoma held its annual end of the school year recorder concert last Thursday night. Let's listen to one of the performances.
Don't forget to tune into this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evening at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include Diane Bryan and Brian McAdams to tell us about the Tullahoma Area Chamber of Commerce Golf Tournament. The American Legion's Auxiliaries annual poppy sale is coming up, and we'll learn about when and where you can participate. And we have extended coverage of Tullahoma's police memorial ceremony from last week. All that and more on this week's Living.
Stay with us. We'll have your weather forecast right after these messages.
The Kia Summers on Us sales event is going on right now at Russell Barnett Kia of Tullahoma. Let me tell you about this event. Purchase a new Kia Sedona, Kia Optima, Kia Forte, and receive 0% financing up to 66 months and your first 3 payments for free. For a limited time only, no strings attached. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. The Kia Summers on Us sales event going on right now. Why buy anywhere else?
All I have to do to think about what I was physically before and what I am now, and I don't ever want to go back to that original situation.
The overall mission of the rehab team is always what is best for the patient and how we can facilitate maximum potential from every resident.
Well, the most important thing to me is that I'm allowed to do whatever I want to do, you know.
Everyday miracles at Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Hey everybody, this is Shane Owens. If you love real traditional country music, we want you to be here in Tullahoma, Tennessee at the South Jackson Civic Center, June the 7th at 7:30 for a free concert. Doors open at 6:30, so y'all be sure to get out here and check us out.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1928 at 90 degrees. The record low was in 1966 at 35 degrees. Average high on this day is 77, and the average low is 52. Tonight, look for stormy weather to continue with the low around 58. 50% chance of storms remain in the forecast for Wednesday with a high of 76 expected and a low of 58, and a 50% chance of storms again on Thursday with a high of 68 and a low of 55. And that's our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a great evening.